Focus on bringing those feet out to the side, and then we'll lift the heels and drop those heels down. Softness into the knees, and again we'll tuck the tailbone under. Think about the pelvis, tuck under, pull the abdominals in, and think about the rib position. So knit those ribs back down towards the hips. Lift the shoulders, roll those shoulders behind. We're just going to start by rolling those shoulders back. Lift up and behind. Lift. Okay, let's just start articulating the shoulder joint. Lift those arms a bit wider. So out to the side, out to the side. Start moving little circles round to the back. And go as high as you feel comfortable. So just circles. So if that's there, that's fine. Stay there. If you feel any pinching in the shoulder, then don't go any higher. So lift those arms until we're all the way parallel. Hands the same height as the shoulders. Then we're going to change directions. As you're moving, I want you to think about that core. So if we're relaxing the core, we're slumping down. But if we're tightening, we're pulling everything up. The head up, everything zipped up, nice and controlled with our posture. You're using that core. So we're circling to the front, and we're going to start to lower those arms back down. All the way back down. Okay, and we're going to go back up. Start by small circles, down by the side, small circles, lifting those arms gently, lift, make those circles higher, and we'll make those circles bigger, behind, circles to the back, keep that core engaged, trying to just move from the shoulders, so we're not moving the body, we're just moving the arms, the shoulders, articulating that shoulder, those shoulder joints. Okay, go back down, but change direction to the front. All the way back down. All the way back down. Palms down by the side. Lift, but one more time towards the ears, and drop those shoulders back. So our posture's important there. Make sure that head is directly on top of the neck, so we're not pushing forward like a turkey. Is that what turkeys do? And then we're going to lift that head. Everything's nice and long. Okay. From here, we're going to lift those arms, inhale and exhale as we peel down. Think about the core, as we practice a lot. We think about engaging the abdominals. We create that space here. We're not trying to get our head to our knees, we're trying to get our forehead down onto the mat. So fingers drop towards the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Okay, we're going to do this a couple of times. So I want it slowly. I want to think about control. We're not rushing it. We're not rushing to get back up. We're not rushing to get down. So we engage the core, round the spine. Just really feel as the ribs tuck closer, pulling the abdominals in. Exhale, come down. Soften into the knees. And again, let those arms become floppy. That head is pointed towards the ground. We're not trying to get our head onto our knees. We're trying to create space. Inhale, use the abdominals, lift yourself back up. One vertebra at a time. We're going to do that one more time. Lift those arms. Inhale, exhale, round. All the way down. Use the abdominals, create that space. And inhale, peel yourself back up. Lift, use that core. Tuck everything back under. Then when you get to standing, think about zipping the abdominals up, lift the shoulders, and the last thing to come up is the head on top of the neck. Okay, well done. Okay, so back to the arms. So we're going to start, we're going to have palms to the back, so pushed away from you. And we're just going to start by lifting in opposite directions. Lift, lift. Even if that's not as high, it doesn't have to be quite as high. Lift, lift, lift. Lift, pushing back, pushing up, down, lift up, down. Try not just to swing. I want you to use, not the momentum, I want you to use the muscles. Okay, so lift, push back, up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hands down. Okay, we're going to lift those legs up into that nice squeeze. Lower the legs down. Lift, lower down, up. And down. You can hold onto the hips. And then we're going to add the arms in a second. Okay, so lift, lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, arms. Right, so we lift the arm and then we push this one behind. Drop down, other side. A little bit of coordination here for us. Lift, down, lift, down. Push the arm behind, lift the arm to the front. Lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay up with that arm, stay up with that leg. Okay, from here, we're going to turn the palms inward, okay? And what I want you to do is curl this hand up and this hand towards the ribs, okay? So from this side, this hand goes here. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen. I want you to squeeze as you push that arm back. You'll start to feel this in your standing leg. And also this leg's doing some carrying, holding that weight. Lift, lift, curl in, curl towards you. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay long, squeeze. A little bit of a push back, palm away. Lift that arm. 4, 3, 2, 1, and low back down. Okay, let's walk again. So lift and down. Lift and down, up, oh, up, lift, lift, 3, 2, last one. Okay, this side stays up this time. Keep this leg up, keep this high, and we're going to turn those palms in, curl in, push back. As you push back, squeeze this tricep here, curl in, curl in. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop those arms, drop those feet down. Okay, just walk those heels. You might have felt that a little bit in your hip flexors there. Okay, from here, we're going to lift those arms out in front. We're going to push those arms back. And again, as we lift, we're not swinging. I don't want you just to flop those arms back. I want to push them back. As though you're pushing through some sticky mud. Zip that core in. Push back. Lift up. Push back. Lift up. Push back. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay back. Turn those palms back in so you could clap them together. Curl those arms back in. Again, triceps. Curl. Push back. Curl. Squeeze a little bit. Squeeze. Squeeze. It's only trying to show some of the back of those the arms, the muscles there. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms back up. Ready? Lift the heels this time. Then come back down. Lift the heels. Come back down. Lift and down. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to stay up here onto our toes. We're going to bring those arms back behind, a bit more balance there. Curl those arms in. Squeeze, stay on those toes if you can. 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms back up, drop those heels. Okay, get ready to sit down into that seat. So sit either onto a stool, onto a dining table, chair, or onto that sofa. And then we're going to come back up. Squeeze, push forwards. The weight into the heels, not the toes. And as we come back up, tuck everything back under. Squeeze glutes, squeeze. Push back, squeeze. Push back, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. I want you to stay onto the seat. Wiggle those toes, make sure the weight is definitely into the heels. Tap the shoulders. Tap, tap. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Lift those arms. Inhale. We're going to exhale. Make that space into the core as we peel ourselves down towards the ground, soften into the knees, let those arms become floppy, the head down towards the mat. Inhale, come back up. Again, lifting those shoulders. Last thing we lift is the head on top of the neck. Lift those arms. Inhale, exhale. Peel down. Again, let these arms touch the mat, head towards, forehead towards, top of the head towards the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Okay, standing tall. Right, a little bit of curl, a little bit of bicep work again. So we're going to start with those hands into that prayer position. And what we're going to do, we've done this before, squashing those hands together. So this is creating our own resistance. So standing feet parallel, we're going to push the fingers together, bring them back to heart center, push away, bring them in, push away, bring them in, push and in, push and in. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, the right side. We're going to bring the heel off and we're going to step back. Bring that leg in. Step back and in. As you're stepping back, squeeze that glute. Squeeze. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, staying back there, that leg back. We're going to push that heel down. We're going to lift those arms up. Again, if you feel that pinching, don't lift as high. So even if it's just a leg, keeping those palms squashed down. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, engage in that core, lower down. Inhale, exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, I want you to point those fingers forward, reach onto that toe, sit back with the heel, reach, so stretching this calf muscle, all these muscles all down the back of the leg, especially into the calf. 3, 2, last one. We're going to stay down. We're going to bring those hands back into that heart center, and then we're going to lower this knee down towards the ground. Lift those arms up, lower down, squashing. Let's imagine we've got a grape that we're squashing, or sometimes I talk about a winning lottery ticket. You want it to release, and it's a windy day, that kind of thing. Lift up. You get the impression. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's stay down. Keep that squeeze, keep that resistance on. So really tensing the arms there. Just going to squeeze a little bit more out of the legs. Going to go down for 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Well done. Just walk those heels up and down. Back to the other side. Okay, so other hand on top, other underneath. Start with curling those hands up, push down, up and down. Lift. So we're squashing and we're curling those hands up, push down. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to flip sides. 4, 3, 2. We're going to do 4 more. 1, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back into heart center. Okay, we're going to step back with this leg. Bring it in. Pushing those arms forward. Again, squashing those palms in. 4, 3, 2, last one. Step back. Push that heel down. And again, this time I'm going to push the arms up. Bring them back down. Push them up. Bring them down. 3, 2, 1. Point the fingers away. Lift the heel. Bring that heel down. Push forwards. onto the toes, push that heel down, stretch into the back of the leg. 4, 3, 2, last one, back to heart center. Okay, ready? Lowering this knee down. So from here, we're gonna bring those arms back up, and then we're gonna lower those arms down. That's it. So lift up, straight arm down, lift down. 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay up, and we're just going to squeeze those palms together, lowering that knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs in. Lift the heels up, one at a time. Okay. Standing at the top of the mat, we're going to inhale, exhale, peel down, rounding the spine. Let the body just relax into this roll down. Peel yourself up, one vertebra at a time. All the way through standing, lift. All the shoulders, lift those arms. Exhale, come down. Again, soften into the knees, round the spine, lowering the body down towards the ground. All the way down. And just enjoy the feeling in the spine as you roll down towards the mat. I want you just to deepen that stretch. Try and hold on to the elbows if you can. Just get yourself a little bit closer towards the mat. Hold the elbows. Let the head sink down towards the ground. And then we're going to release the hands. I want you to bend the knees, and we're going to reach those arms forward, lowering those knees down one at a time. And I said we're going to work into some arms, which we are. So we've done a bit already in standing into our shoulders. We're going to use our biceps and chests in a minute. So we're going to lower ourselves down to start with, and we'll sink low. So if you find it hard, you can sit on a cushion or even use something to reach forward, even the chair. So we're just reaching and lowering that head, stretching the spine, trying to open those hips. All of these positions, this position helps with working into flexibility into the hips. Can even help with our digestive system, just to open and stretch this out. Okay, we're going to sit up. We're going to get ourselves into our 4-point kneeling. So to start with, we talk about posture a lot. Let's make sure our posture is correct. Fingertips facing forward, elbows are softened, not locked out. Don't slump into this. Don't squeeze the shoulders. I want the chest up away. I want that tummy tucked in. Pull everything out. A nice straight spine. That gaze, not head or crank down. We're going to look down towards the ground. Okay. So from here, we're going to, you can widen the hands a little bit. Keep on the knees if you want to. If you want to push those knees back, it will make it harder, or even into that plank, even harder so. So choose whichever level. This is gentle, but you still can make it harder for yourself. So the elbows are going to go out to the side, and we're going to lower ourselves down. We're going to stay about a quarter of the way down, then we're going to come back up. So we're just going to go down about a quarter, come back up. And again, make it harder for yourself by pushing those legs away. Okay, and we're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one. I want you to then sit back into that child's pose, reach forward, head down towards the ground. And again, if you're using the chair, it's the same position. If you're using a seat, a cushion, same position, the head down towards the ground. Bring yourself back up. Back to that 4-point kneeling. Don't slump, pull everything in. Make sure that gaze is down. And from here, the elbows are now going to come down towards the body. So we're working into our triceps. Knees into the 4-point, push back, or into that plank. You decide. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lower about a quarter down. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, last one, stretch long, reach down, head down. This time we're going to paddle the hands over to the left, reach over to the left, and we're almost trying to sit down into the corner of our right heel. So the left glute onto the right heel, twisted round. Then we'll walk the hands back to centre, push down, lift and paddle the hands over to the other side, trying to sit down, right glute onto the left heel. Back to centre, and we're going to bring ourselves up. Okay, so the right hand is going to be in more of the centre of the mat. Again, keep softness into the elbow. Then we're going to extend our left leg back behind. Then we're going to turn this leg, that's what it's called, leg out to the side, and we're going to reach up towards the ceiling. Putting a weight onto there, and we're going to reach over, and then we're going to come up. We're going to reach over, then we're going to come up. We'll do 4, reach, 3. So make sure we're nice and long. We're not sinking into the ground. 2 more. Last one, and from here we're going to turn back towards the mat, and this arm is going to thread through, and then it's going to reach up, thread through, then it's going to reach. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring that knee down, but bring that arm back into the same position, and we'll thread that arm through, threading the needle, twisting round towards the mat so that palms up towards the ceiling. And keep that stretch. Bring yourself back up. Okay, working onto the other side. So the left hand now comes more to the centre of the mat. Extend that right leg. And the same move. So you can move this leg out to the side. We're going to reach up. Keeping ourselves nice and long. Get yourself comfortable. If you're not feeling it's quite comfortable, then just align yourself. Reach over. Come back up. Reach over. And up. Over. 4. I need to feel that stretch down that side. 3, 2, last one. Turn yourself back to face towards the mat. And then from here, we're going to thread that arm through. Then reach up. Thread. And reach. If you're finding it too much, you can bring that hand to the elbow and just open from there. To the ear. I can't speak so. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower that knee and thread yourself all the way through. Okay, bring yourself back to the centre. Right, we're going to do some combinations of those arm exercises. So in the chest press up, we got to a quarter of the way down. We're going to go a little bit further. We're going to go halfway down this time. So we're going to do 4 halves. So we're going to go half, lift back up, down, lift back up. 2 more. Last one, stay there, but this time the elbows are going to go down towards your body. So halfway down this time, up, down. I don't want you to slump. I want that chest to be strong. Imagine you've got that pillow on the back. 2 more. Last one, hand into the centre, and we're going to reach round and come back 3. Reach round, come back 3. 2 more, reach. Last one, hand back to centre, switching sides as you reach round, come back 3. 2, last one, hands back onto the ground. Get ready, we're going to do that again. This time, I want to go slowly down to that chest press up as slow as you can, and slowly come all the way up. So even if that's a little bit further than halfway, let's try it. So down, come back up, down, come back up. We'll do 2 more. down, come back up. Last one, come back up. Okay, this time elbows down towards you, down, and up slowly, down, and up, 2 more, down, and up, last one. Okay, and to the reach, as you extend that leg round, reach up, and we'll thread through. Reach up, thread through. 2 more. Last one, hands back to the center, ready to switch sides. Lengthen that leg, reach up, thread through. 2 more. 1 more. And bring those hands back to center. Reach forward. Stretch down, head down towards the ground. Lowering yourself, and again, use that chair, that cushion in front. The main point is to pushing those palms down. Trying to get the head as close to the ground as you can. Okay, well done. Bring the hands to the knees and tuck the legs, a little bit more arm work. Okay. And then we're going to do some core. So we're going to take the hands behind us and keep those legs bent, fingers pointed towards the back. We're going to lift ourselves up from there. So it doesn't matter how high, the aim is to come into that full reverse bridge. If not, keep the hips up, and then we're going to lower back down, just dropping the glute down. So we'll lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down. We'll do 2 more. Lift, and last one. This time stay up, and we're going to lower ourselves down, bending those elbows down, away from us. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower yourself all the way down, lengthen those legs, release, give those wrists a little roll, and from here we're going to reach up really high, point the toes towards the ceiling. Inhale, push that core in. Imagine someone pulling a piece of spine at the back. Exhale, come down towards your legs. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, reach long. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, reach long. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Lowering the head down towards the knees until eventually the head is down onto the knees. Okay. Well done. Okay, from here, we're going to bend those knees and we're going to come onto our forearms. Think about alignment. So push those ribs down, make sure the ribs are towards the hips, make sure that spine is nice and long. We're just going to step the legs out one at a time, step. So trying to tap the heels to the edge of the mat. Tap, tap. 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep that leg out, extend that leg. We're just going to lift that leg off the mat, probably about 20 centimeters, lower the heel back down, lift it up and down, lift and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Step those legs back in, push away and in, away and in. Step. I've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Lengthen the other leg, lift up, lower it down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Feet back in, and then from here we're going to lift into that tabletop and then lower down. Lift and down, up and down, lift, lift. Keep going. We've got 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep that leg up there. Extend it and then bend. Push away, bring it back in. Push away, bring it in. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower down. Lift up. Other side. Push away. Bring it in. Away. And in. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower yourself down. Okay, bring yourself all the way down onto the mat. Hug that right knee in. Hug that left knee in. And we're just going to rock ourselves side to side. And then we'll do little circles with those knees, just massaging the spine into the ground. Over to the other side. Okay, feet down onto the mat. From here, we're going to widen those arms out to the side, and I want you to lower the knees over to the right, lifting the feet off slightly so you can keep those toes down. Then lift those knees back to center. Inhale at the center, exhale, lower down to the side. Inhale, lift back up, exhale. You can make it harder by lifting the feet off the ground altogether, so you don't have to be in contact with the mat. Lift up, exhale, lower down. Lift up, exhale, lower down. Couple more. 3, 2. Last one. Stay down onto that side. Reach the opposite direction, so stretching out. Reach over, lift up, and down to the other side. Reach. Keep the legs where they are, keep the knees where they are. Bring those arms to center, and then bring those arms out onto the other side. Okay, so we're facing the same direction, and we're going to bring ourselves onto our forearms. So onto the forearm. Make sure we're not sinking into the mat, so bring the ribs away. Everything's in line. Take the hand just to balance. We're going to lift this top leg up. Lower that leg down. The knee and the ankle should be about the same line, so not ahead or below. So we lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down, lift, lift. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Lift that leg, point that toe away, bring that heel in. Point the toe away, bring that heel in, nice and slowly. And again, I want you to use the muscles as you extend the leg, and then as you bring that heel in, push away, bring it in, push away and in, with control and precision. So we're not rushing, and we're using all those muscles to the best ability. Lengthen, keep that leg nice and long. Lift, tap the ground if you can. Lift, tap the ground. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring that leg back in, lower back down, and then push out. So we're combining the two. Down, push out. We'll do 2 more. Out, last one. Stay long, tap, lift, bring it back in, lift and tap down. So combining the 3. So lift, push away, tap down. 2 more. Lift, push away, tap down. Last one. Push away, tap down, and give that great forward. Good, well done. Okay, bring yourself over onto your front. Head down, down towards the ground. If you need a cushion in front, then do. Forehead onto the mat. I want you to think about squeezing those legs together as though they're one. Tighten the glutes. And to start with, just going to lift that head. Gaze down towards the ground, lifting that head, and then lower back down. Pushing the core into the ground. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you down. Exhale. Lower down. lift, and down. 2 more. Last one. Okay, stay up, keep that gaze down. Then I just want you to lift those arms, then lower those palms down. So lift, lower down, lift, and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the head and the chest all the way down. Excuse me. Okay, from here, gluing the upper body down onto the mat. We're just going to lift the right leg up and then lower it down. And then the left leg lift down. So lift. Doesn't have to be too high, but I want those hips to be glued onto the mat. So we're just lifting from the hip with a straight leg. Lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs back together. And we're going to lift the chest and the arms at the same time. Lift, lower down. Again, if that's too much, leave the hands down and just use just the head as your resistance. Lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, bring yourself up and away from the ground. We'll stretch that spine. We've done some extensions there, so let's push back into that child's pose. Flexion of the spine, lowering that head. And then I want you to push those palms forwards, reach long, down towards, and bring yourself over onto the other side. Okay, this arm supporting. We're going to bend this leg. You can keep this lower leg bent, and we'll work into our clamps. So we lift and down, up and down, lift, lift. We've got 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep that leg up there. Point away. Bring that heel in. Point away. Bring that heel in. And remember, we talked about not rushing. If you feel it's starting to bend too much, you can lower that leg and take the weight off and just bend from there. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower that leg. Let's combine to lift, push away, bring it back in. Lift, bring it back in. Up, bring it back in. 2 more. Last one, lengthen that leg. Tap the ground. Lift it up. Tap and lift. 4, 3, 2, last one, nice and long. Let's combine the 3. In, push away, lower down. In, push away, lower down. 3, 2, last one, and lower that leg all the way right down. Well done. Okay. From here, we're going to bring ourselves back down onto our back. A little bit more work into the core. So we did a little bit of seated core work. So from here, we're going to do some abdominal preps and then we'll work into our bridges. So from here, we're going to make sure that spine is imprinted onto the mat. So tuck that tailbone under. Think about the feet position, they're not out to the side, they're facing in the parallel. We're going to take the hands behind, the fingertips behind that bony bit of that skull. And I want you to see the elbows in the corners of your eyes, so slightly pull them in. Pull that spine down onto the mat and print it onto the ground. Take that deep inhale and then we'll curl up towards the knees. Come back down. Inhale, curl up, come back down. Inhale, curl up, come back down. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. I want you to stay up as high as you can, and then from here we're going to lift that leg into tabletop, lower it back down, or if that's too much, just lift the heel up. So we'll switch sides and down, and again you can just lift the heel, lift and down. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one, lower yourself all the way back down. We're going to do 4 more abdominal preps. So lift up, so let's crunch up, lower down. 2, lower down. 2 more. Last one, lower yourself all the way down. Okay, bring those arms down to the side. Take a deep inhale, we're going to lift those arms, and then we're going to circle all the way round. And as we come to the center, we're going to sit ourselves up. So, lift, exhale, inhale, lower back down, circle, lift, inhale, circle, lift. We'll do 2 more. Open those arms. Last one. This time circle, but leave those arms, keep that head down. And from here, keeping those palms down, we're going to tuck that tailbone. Lift all the way into that shoulder bridge. I don't want you to push those ribs too high. I want them to be nice and knitted down towards the hips. So if you need to just lower yourself, then do. Squeeze that grip a little bit tighter. Then we're going to peel ourselves all the way back down. 1 vertebra at a time. Lift those arms. Open, circle. Let's sit back up. And then we'll lower it back down to lift into that shoulder bridge. Squeeze, push up. Again, make sure those ribs are knitted down towards the hips. Peel back down. We're going to do 4 of these. So we're going to circle those arms round to the side. Then we're going to bring those hands forward, sit ourselves up towards the knees. Then we'll lower those hands down, push up into that shoulder bridge. Squeeze the glutes. Come back down. We can do 3 more. Circle those arms. Open down. Make sure that spine is still imprinted. Lift those hands to center. Then lower back down as you come down. We're going to push the hips away into that shoulder bridge. Lower back down. 1 vertebra at a time. We've got 2 more. Lifting those arms into that circle. Lift yourself up towards the knees. Lower the hands down and push the hips away. Come back down. We've got 1 more. Lifting those arms. Circle the body. Lift towards the knees. Lower those hands and push up. Hips away, spine to the shoulder bridge. Hold and gently peel yourself down. Okay, a little bit of combination flow there. So bringing those knees back in towards the chest. We're just going to rock side to side. I'm going to start to think about cooling down. Let our body relax. Okay, we're going to start by lengthening our toes down towards the mat. Get yourself comfortable, so if you need to put another layer on, if you're going to cool down quickly, then do so. So to start, we're going to bring those arms up, and I want you to bring them down to the side. I want you to imagine that this is a W shape, so your palms up towards the ceiling. I want you to really push those shoulders into the ground. Push them down, push those the hands down. Then we're going to bring those arms together, and then we're going to push back down. So really open the chest. Together and down. Couple more. We've worked hard with the arms. We're just going to cool them down, stretch them out. Okay, palms back in, and then we're going to lengthen those arms above the head. And again, we're going to try and push the backs of the hands into the mat or onto the ground. And then bring them back up. This time we're going to drop them to the side, and I want you to pull on the back of the tricep, bring it across the chest, bring the arm across the chest. Hands back together, reach up and swap sides. Across the body. Arms back up, bring them down to the side of you. Push the palms in, down towards the mat. Okay, bring that right knee in. Hug onto the shin, bring that knee towards the chest. Feel a little pinch in the hips. Pull a little tighter and release, and then bring that leg over across the body. Again, feel that stretch into the glutes, back to center, and open out to the side. Back to center, lower that leg, lengthen and bring the other leg up. Again, pull that knee towards the chest. Crossing the body. Open to the side. And lengthen. Okay, get yourself comfortable. We're going to start to really release the tension. So we'll start with our feet. Start by focusing on the toes. Think about tightening the toes here. Squeeze the feet round the toes. And then we'll deep exhale, and we'll let the tension just escape, let the energy escape from our feet. Come up towards the lower part of our leg. Tighten the calf muscle. Then we'll squeeze the quads and the glutes, tighten the muscles. Exhale, release. Think about the core. Think about pulling the lower parts of the core. So pull the pelvic floor up. Pull the abdominals down towards the spine, tightening, squeezing. Exhale, release. Then we'll come up towards the fingers. Tighten the fingers one at a time. Squeeze and relax. Then we're going to come up towards the wrist. Pull the wrist, hand towards the wrist. Then the biceps, tighten the biceps. Squeeze, exhale, release, and tension. The shoulders shrug towards the ears. Push the shoulder blades down into the ground, pushing that chest up. Relax and release. Tighten the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Then try and lengthen the muscles in the neck by opening the jawline. Deep inhale, exhale, release. Take a couple of breaths. Just let everything relax. Focus your mind on stillness. And then from here, we're going to start to move the toes, the fingers. We'll start and bend at the knees. And then we'll bring the knees down to one side and bring yourself over to that same side. Gently push the ground away from you. And then we'll come onto our knees. From your knees, push yourself away, bringing those knees closer towards the chest. Gently push and pushing those heels in. Again, that rounded spine. Head down towards the mat. Inhale, rise back up. All the way to standing. Lift, roar, and open those arms as you exhale. Keep that softness in the knees. One more. Well done, everybody. Have a great week. Let me rest.